Every fall and winter, thousands, if not millions of people fall for this HVAC scam where the contractor says that they have a crack in their heat exchanger. But in today's video, we're gonna be showing you a super easy way to check 100% if you have a crack in your heat exchanger. And the means by which we're gonna do that is with a long matchstick. I have a perfectly good furnace behind me. The customer just wanted to upgrade. So we're gonna show you how this furnace works, how you can check the heat exchanger with that matchstick, and we're going to make a hole in the heat exchanger. We're in a controlled environment here, we're outdoors, and we're gonna show you how this little matchstick will pick up on that little crack or hole in the heat exchanger very easily. So let's get right into it. All right, so here's our demo furnace that, like we said, we just removed this. So we have temporary power and gas running to this furnace. We're outdoors, so everything is safe here. If this was in your home, obviously you'd have the flue connected and everything would be safe, even if this is in your home. The only reason I mention that is because our exhaust flue is open here. As you can see right here, this furnace is dated 1998. So this furnace has been put through the paces and is still fully functional. They just wanted to upgrade. So basically we just took the front covers off. We had a cover for the blower and a cover for the burner box here. And all we've done is we've jumped W and R. Now, if you don't want to jump this, all you have to do is go up to your thermostat, put it in heating mode, and you can check all of this just like we're checking. But I'm just going to run you through how a sequence of a gas furnace works, just for those of you that don't know. If you do already know how a gas furnace works, skip to this timestamp and we'll show you how to do this actual test. So we're going to turn this furnace on. We just have W and R jumped here. Just so I can verify that everything works, that what all the burners look like. So let's go ahead and bump this furnace on and we'll skip to showing you what the burners look like. All right, so our inducer came on, our igniter is glowing red, and this right flame will ignite. There we go. As you can see, this is exactly what you want. You want mostly blue flames. If you see a lot of orange, you know you have an issue. But if you see blue flames, when you first start the furnace, you might see some orange flames, and that's totally normal being as it's burning off stuff. But for the most part, you should see blue flames like this. Now, I wanted to mention something else here. When your burners turn on and they run, as you heard, the fan just turned on. And that's a good time to be watching the flames to see if there's any orange presence when the fan comes on. Now that's in addition to the test that we're about to do, but just something that you can be aware of. If when your blower does come on, you see a ton of orange in one of the burners, that's a great indicator that you do actually have a leak. There it goes. And we have nice and hot air coming out from the heat exchanger area here. Now, if you haven't seen what a heat exchanger looks like, basically that flame in there is traveling through and the inducer is actually pulling that flame out, and then it goes out this way. So in reality, if you do have a crack in your heat exchanger, the air that is blowing through here is going to get into that hole, not vice versa. The carbon monoxide is not going to come out typically. That's very uncommon. More so, the oxygen, the air that's being pushed through here, is going to go into the heat exchanger, and that's going to disrupt the flame in there. So let's go ahead and shut down our furnace and we'll get into our test. All right, so as we said before, this is all you need. You can actually use a long lighter if you want, but these matches are really long, so you can really get it deep down into the heat exchanger. So we're going to light one of these matches and show you how to do this test. Now, to be extra safe, you could just go ahead and shut the gas valve off, even though this is what's allowing gas to flow through. So if your furnace is not calling for heat, you have this door switch open, you're totally safe. But if you want to, you can close that gas valve off just to make sure that you're extra safe. All right, so to actually do this test, we're going to have our blower on and not the flames. But before we actually do that portion, I'm just gonna light a match and show you what we're gonna be doing here. As you can see, that flame is not moving. It's just going straight up. It's not dancing. We're just gonna go from one heat exchanger tube to the next. And we're just gonna verify that that flame is not moving. And you got quite a bit of time with these long matches. And as you can see, none of those flames are moving. Now we're gonna do this same test, but we're gonna do it with the blower motor on. And what that's gonna do is, if there's any holes in the heat exchanger, or I should say in here, that air is gonna be pushed into this tube and it might actually put out our flame. So if our flame does not dance on any of these with the blower motor on, we've basically just confirmed that we don't have a cracked heat exchanger. And if somebody's trying to say there is a crack, it's not doing anything. There's a lot of cracks in heat exchangers that are so minuscule that they're just trying to sell you something and it's not doing anything dangerous. So that's what I want to help you with today. So let's go ahead and turn the blower motor on and let's do this same exact test and see what the results are. All right, now if you have some jumper wires and you're using this method, you can simply jump R and G, and that will signal for just the fan to come on so that you can do this test. So let's go ahead and throw this screw back in. Now when you're doing this test, make sure that you put the cover on here. I've just got it propped because I don't have any airflow otherwise, but if I lit this match, this suction of air would put out that match. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. Okay, so flame is dancing. It's a little bit windy out, but watch, as soon as I put this inside the heat exchanger, it's straight up. Nothing, no movement. Let's go to the next one. Zero movement. Next one. Zero movement. Next one. Zero movement. Same. And last but not least, same. So there's absolutely no air traveling into this heat exchanger from the blower. So if you did this test and you saw the same thing where those flames did not move at all, you just confirmed that your heat exchanger is fine. All right, so now that we've done our flame test, being as this is a burner furnace, we're going to duplicate a crack or a hole in the heat exchanger. I'm gonna do this in a few various places. So a lot of common ones are right here in the middle after the flame has started. So we're gonna do one right about here. As you can see, we've got a tiny little hole there. So let's see what happens. All right, so we're gonna light our match here. We're gonna start over here. Straight up. Straight up. Look, this one's dancing. See the difference? Right here, going straight up. You can see that flame is about to burn out. It may very well burn it out. As soon as yeah, it burnt it out. Let's try one more here. Let's just try over here. You can see how steady that is. The flame is actually growing. This one here, same. Now let's go over to this guy. And look, instantly, just about went out. As soon as we take this out, this will start to light back. You can go back over to this one. It'll stay lit. And we'll go back over to this guy. Notice what happens. It will not stay lit. Totally extinguishes this flame. So guys, it's that easy to check if you have a heat exchanger, and it's very clear when it does have a problem. You'll have symptoms like this. And again, just to show you, all we have here is this same tiny little crack or hole, basically. And it was able to duplicate what this will do if we did actually have a problem with the heat exchanger. All right, so I just wanted to show you this with a controlled flame. It has a set amount of gas that's coming out. As you can see, that is extremely steady. And if we go all the way over to the right side where we have this hole, you can see that flame is moving left and right. It's getting a steady supply of gas, so it's not putting it out because it's not that bad, but it's absolutely dancing. And that's what we're looking for. Again, if we go over to here, this is going straight up, a little bit of flickering, that's fine. You're looking for left to right movement. And you've absolutely got that here. Just moving all over the place. Actually, just put it out. So you can use this, but either or will absolutely do the trick. And you can tell if you have a cracked heat exchanger. Well guys, it is that easy to check your heat exchangers with these two items. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope that it saved you a lot of money. If you've benefited from this video, all that I ask is share it with one of your friends, share it with a few of your friends, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and it definitely helps the YouTube algorithm. As we get into the winter months, it becomes more and more critical to have a backup power source, to have heat in our home, to keep our families safe in the event of a power outage. Now, if this is something that you're interested in, check out this video right here, and we're going to show you a very easy way to set up your gas furnace so that you can power it in the event of an emergency power outage. Until next time, you guys be safe. Later.